My name is Rico, the Dungeon Master for Season 3, the restoration of the 12 Olympians. This season, we'll find our heroes traveling back to the lands of Eris and Enyo within Harmonia, as they adventure through and see what they have accomplished and completed by restoring the 3 fabled relics, the Sickle of Kronos, the Golden Apple of Discord, and the Robe and Necklace of Harmonia. We'll start with Deborah.
I am Deborah, and I am playing a human rogue named Neith. Her name is Neith.
And I'm Matt, playing a dragonborn monk named Ari Futan.
And I'm Daphne, and I play Gelsira Venfire, who is a halfling druid.
And my name is Rico. I am the Dungeon Master for Season 3 of the campaign. Do you have a Deborah's Diary that you'd like to read?
I do.
Sweet, everybody. Get prepared for Deborah's Diary.
Dear Diary, in our last episode, our heroes were waiting for the hind after preparing the center of the bramble maze as well as they possibly could. They set traps, they set up nets, they had weapons ready, and they dug holes to hide in. Holes, graves, who knows? And as they were silently sitting there, they saw the hind approach one of their traps. The hind went under the net and tripped the wire. Snap! And all of a sudden, there were 7 hinds. Oh, no!
Yeah. I remember that.
That was one of my proudest moments.
One got caught in a net. One got caught in a trap. One turned out to be an illusion, as Neith found out when she tried to throw a bola at it. Another one turned out to be an illusion, as it just ran through a net. One got caught in another trap. And then 2 of them just kind of ran through. Or just run through. Our heroes tried to capture the hind, and Gelsira had the awesome idea to summon some pixies, which then immediately started to undo the magic traps. As they were fighting the 3 hinds that they could, Pan begins to ride the hind.
Mounted that bitch up.
And within combat, Neith learns how to hogtie. The hind lands on Pan as the pixies turn into dire wolves. Oh my. Ari's hind exploded into light, and then Neith began to set the wolves on fire. Pan rips the head off of a wolf. I'm not quite sure what pixie squirt means.
Well, I think they're like blowing raspberries.
Oh.
So, like,
And Ari used his dragon's breath, and Gelsira, turned into a gorilla and started punching things.
mm-hmm.
The pixies went, nope, we are out of here, and flew away. Instead of using her newfound bow, or newly given bow, Neith decides just to throw one of her explosive arrows. And our party was able to capture the hind. Will our heroes be able to get the hind out of the bramble maze and out of the rural hunting grounds and actually complete the 3rd task? Let's find out on this episode of Someone Play.
Oh, God, I didn't think you were going to finish that. I was about to say, find out on what? What are we finding out on? The anticipation. It's killing me.
It's a good diary.
That was a good diary. Your diaries are getting a lot better. Like from diary number 1 to where we're at a year later, they've gotten a lot better.
Let's hope so. I appreciate it, though. I do.
So maybe we will get that Deborah's Diary supercut before the next DM takes over.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's up to like an hour and a half right now, I think. So
That's not that. Yeah, that's pretty reonable.
yeah, but we've completed
We're on the 3rd
4 tasks.
4 tasks.
Once you
tasks,
turn in
yeah.
the hind, you'll have completed 4 of the 12. Yeah, so you will officially be 33% of the way done.
So at that rate, we're looking at, I don't know,
4 years?
4 hours of supercut.
Well, we are higher levels now, which means that we could potentially move through travel and complete tasks maybe more quickly.
Oh, for sure. We're
Could
awesome.
turn into clouds and get
Right,
around.
yeah. And transport through plants and
Hell yeah.
What about your horses?
I hope they're being well taken care of back in the stables. We definitely need. I'm sure they are.
Neat would prefer riding the horse.
I miss my horse.
You left them at the barbarian camp, didn't you?
Yes.
Did we?
I thought we left him at the.
Yeah, no, we
Stables.
left them at the stables because
Oh,
the
because
barbarian camp
was
wasn't
just
that
right
far.
outside. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yep.
So they were just getting the royal treatment at the mayoral
Like, because
estate
Nathan just like
stables.
hung out while everybody like
Yeah, don't forget
did
your
stuff.
horses.
Hopefully being brushed regularly. Maybe even more than regularly.
It
Maybe
was
being
a-
pampered.
It was a writ from Eris. They're being well taken care
I hope
of.
they're having like a spa day, just spa
They're having like a
days.
spa month.
I don't think it's been a month.
No, it hasn't been a month.
I mean, it seems like it's been a
it's
month.
been a couple weeks. Yeah, because there was the solving the butcher and then the tournament and now the hunt of the hind. Yeah, so it's probably been a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm expecting when I get back, Lucy's going to be sparkling. Just
And we did check in on them once at least
Yes.
to like pet them and say, hi, we love you. Sorry, we're not, using you for labor, going into labor. All right, so the hind. Do
You guys are standing in the middle of the bramble maze.
you guys think I've got time to like recollect some of these nets?
I mean, if they're within reach, it wouldn't hurt to do it if we can.
And then Pan puts his shield on his back and he holsters his warhammer to his waist and he picks up the hind, fireman carry style, and puts it over his shoulders. And then he looks around at 7 different entrances into this bramble maze.
Damn. And you can't fire elemental the shit up.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Not
so
unless we do on rest.
how do we figure out which
I remember which entrance was the one the hind always used.
Yeah.
I don't know. Make an insight roll, do you?
Should I also try to remember?
If you want to.
Do want to try to
Probably
remember.
not. Hold on.
What is insight again? Hold on. Let me get, I got a sheet right here. Oh, wisdom's not bad. I'm not proficient in it, but I got a +3.
10.
You think it's the 6th one behind you on the left.
19.
Well,
You know that it is one of the 3 in front of you on the right.
Guys, it's probably one of the 3 in front of us on the right.
so this one, you said behind us on the left?
You think it's one of the ones behind you to your left.
Oh. One of the ones behind us to the left are the ones that the hind
I'm
always uses.
Pretty sure it's one of the 3 in front of us on the right. I feel real strongly that way.
Gelsira, what do you think?
Do you got any magical tracking abilities?
15 for insight.
You think it's one of the 4 on your right.
I'm pretty sure it's one of the ones on the right.
If only we had left footprints on the way in, we could have followed our footprints back out.
Oh, we can, but they go through the bramble.
Hey,
I mean, by this point, they're probably all stomped over.
No, we were
from
passed without trace. We didn't leave any trace
You're right.
at all. So the burning through the bramble, they've all
Hey.
grown back over.
All right, you guys ready
Pan,
for 5
do you
episodes
have,
of us trying to
like-
get out of this
I
maze?
Pan, do you have like any feeling of where your lube is?
Yeah,
No.
does it send a signal to you? Does it
Nope.
call to you in the
I
night?
never used that
Oh.
for anything.
Oh,
Aphrodite
Ari.
and I
Cedric.
never needed it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he thinks they didn't need it, but
All right, what if I fly up a bit, not to the
that's
canopy?
what she always says.
Because there's the maze, and then the canopy's way up higher, so it's not like I'll be flying into the canopy to see over the maze, right?
Don't we have a compass?
I
I
was
do
about
have
to
a
ask.
compass.
Hold on.
We also have an owl.
So why don't we just go the opposite way of your compass?
Doesn't the compass lead us to the center of the maze where we're at?
That's what I'm saying. Is we go if it says like, oh look, here's the center of the maze, then we go the opposite direction that it tells us to go.
In the center of the maze.
Fine, just fly up there. I don't care.
I take out my compass and look at it.
Spinning in circles.
Yes.
Nonstop.
I move towards one of the 3 on the right.
It's just spinning in circles.
Okay. I fly up into the air to get a bird's eye view of the maze. See if I can figure out
There
which
is
of
a
these
heavy
3.
fog that has descended over the bramble maze. You can see about 20 feet in front of you. So you can see about 20 feet from each entrance, and then it's just a thick wall of fog. And you can hear moaning and wailing through the fog.
All right, you guys want to split the party?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. 3 on right.
And then Pan says, "Give me the compass."
Hey, go, boss.
And then Pan looks at it, and it's spinning in circles, just spinning and spinning and spinning. And then he throws the compass to Gelsira, nonchalantly.
I go to catch it.
It stops spinning. There is an arrow that is pointing at the third entrance on the right.
Oh, man, I was going to pick the middle.
Oh, hey, the compass is pointing at the third entrance on the right.
Well, let's go through that one.
Okay.
Pass without trace.
Should we be marking our path somehow?
How?
Not with a mouthful of food, we shouldn't.
Stop it.
Also, we're passed without trace.
Yeah, but this turns out to be not the right way. We can follow our way back and then know which way we took and then take a different.
How long did it take us to capture the hind?
Oh, man, couldn't have taken you any longer than 10 minutes.
Well, I'm still covered in deer piss then.
Yep.
Beautiful.
We are in deer piss.
Love the smell. It's delightful. Pass without trace. Let's go through that third on the right. Let's just
All
make our
right.
way out of here. Let's do it the old-fashioned way, the non-cheater way, and, we'll have some fun. It'll be fun. I'm sure it'll take at least 5 episodes.
Gelsira, how about you go first?
Okay, I'm just going to walk.
Since you've got the compass.
I'm getting kind of hungry at this point, and I'm kind of just getting impatient to get out of here, so I just start walking through that.
Pan, which position you want to be in?
Be right behind Jelsira.
Okay. I'll follow behind Pan, or do you want to follow behind Pan? Neat.
Go look at
Robes
Pan's
do it
ass.
best on the rear.
Okay, so you'll be in the back.
She'll be in the back, yep.
I can't be surprised.
I take out some jerky
Neither
and
can
put it
Pan.
in my
He's
hood.
alert. You feel Karga snatch it.
Nice.
You can hear little chewing in your ear.
Not only do I have alert, I also have blind sense so that if there are any hidden creatures or anything, so I'm kind of keeping alert. So if there are any hidden invisible creatures within 10 feet of me,
Wait, is there still a net up on the third?
I become aware.
All of your nets are still up. You never took any of them down.
I thought he did.
No, I didn't. I mean, a net. I know in the recap there, one of them got up into a net, so maybe that one's down. But
I feel there was one net that one got caught in. But then
did you gather all your traps? All your nets and stuff?
no.
No, I thought
might,
you were
though.
saying that you
I
were going
should.
to. You should do that.
Get at least a few of them. I spent good money on those nets.
They're really good nets.
Okay, I'm going to go around and get my nets.
It'll take you about 15 minutes to get all of your nets.
Okay, while he does that, I actually want to go down just 30 feet down the path and just kind of see if I can sense any creatures or anything that might be hiding.
30 feet into the path?
Yes.
Neath disappears into the mist in the bramble maze.
Neve, where do you go?
I think I had one trap that was still good, so I want to disable that trap and put it back in my bag.
You easily
It
can.
was fucking expensive, and it's a good trap.
They're really good traps. They're nice iron traps, which is how they caught this magic fucking hind.
But I'll leave the other 2 behind because the motherfuckers are heavy, and I don't want to.
Neath,
Space.
you feel cold tingling on your skin as the mist envelops you. You don't hear Jelsira call out to you, and you do not see the walls of the bramble maze.
Oh.
You don't sense
It's in mist.
you don't sense any creatures, but you do hear what sounds like wailing and moaning, not dissimilar to what you would have heard when you were in the underworld visiting Hades.
Oh, no.
What do I just see? Am I just see mist? I'm in a big cloud of mist?
Yeah,
Or
have
what
you
do I
seen
see?
have you seen Stephen King's movie The Mist, where it's
Yeah.
where it's deep
Yeah.
and hard and you can't see very far ahead of you? Yeah, it's like that. It's like a thick, milky, white colored mist. It feels nice and refreshing, but it's giving you goosebumps, and the longer you stand within the mist, the colder you begin to get, to the point where you think if you were to stand for extended periods of time in this mist, it would become quite uncomfortably cold.
I try to go back the way I came.
So you walk back 30 feet.
Yes.
You are standing in the middle of some mist.
Damn.
You hear the wailing of souls and spirits, not dissimilar to what you heard in the underworld, and it is getting a little bit colder.
Just trying to make sure Warren gets surprised by anything, and here I got surprised by something.
All right, I got my nets in my trap. Where did Neath go?
Into the mist.
Oh, should we follow?
I don't see why not.
All right, let's follow Neath.
I'm she went that way, and I just run in that direction that Neve went to.
Do I still see the ground below me?
Yeah, you can see the
I
ground.
take my dagger and I carve a big N in the dirt.
Sweet. Sounds good.
And I just keep trying to walk somewhere.
In which direction?
Lost child.
Well, I mean, the way I thought I had come,
You're so lost.
I'm lost.
I'm still yelling for Neith. I don't know if she hears me.
And
or
for every
not.
30 feet I go, I make another N.
I mean, the players know that Neith is making plans to go back home via the rogue guild leader guy. So
I don't think so.
if we lose her here, that's probably all right.
I mean, that's what they think.
I don't think
They
so.
don't know.
Yeah, I think you're putting too much emphasis on Neith wanting to leave the party.
I'm like,
All right. So Neith carves another thing into the ground. You hear some scratching in the leaves around and under your feet, Jelsira.
oh. I look down at my feet.
You see a carving in the dirt.
I examine it closely.
What carving did you carve into the dirt, Neith?
Oh, just like a big N.
You see a upside down backwards N.
the N-word.
No.
Maybe a K, you're not sure. No, it's a backwards upside down N.
Guys, I see this backwards upside down N. I don't know what this is about. It looks pretty. Can I discern that it's like a newer carving, or that like maybe it was just made, or
No, because you didn't come down this path. So you don't know if it's been here before or how old it is.
Oh, my. Let's carry on forward, I guess, yeah?
I don't see what else we can do.
Okay.
I do have a spell I can maybe cast that could possibly help commune with nature.
Oh, goody.
We could try. Or
Or I don't know. I'm starting to get second thoughts about
What
it.
I think
happened
you should
last
do
time
it.
you communed with nature?
I mean, it was super heavy.
I think last time I did it, yeah, it just got like it kind of weighed down on me, but it was really no other detriment to it.
That's true.
I'm not gonna do it.
You should do it.
So we're just going to keep walking a little bit?
Yeah.
As you guys
Tally-ho.
are walking through the mist and Pan is behind Jelsira, you can notice just a small circle of the mist, like spread apart and following you guys. And holy shit, Neith's standing right there in front of you. And as you were down, carving into the dirt, you see Jelsira and Ari and Pan.
Neith,
Hey,
there you are.
Where'd you guys go?
where did you go?
Yeah, we were doing things.
I just went like down this path, and then all of a sudden everything disappeared.
All right.
Do you guys see the entrance to the center of the bramble maze again?
I look behind us.
I don't really see anything.
Yeah.
Do I see it now?
Yep.
Cool.
No, it was gone.
Well, Neith's hallucinating. Here, have a magic mushroom.
I take it and then I throw it at Ari.
I catch it and eat it.
And you feel fully sustained. You are no longer hungry and it tastes like your favorite meal.
Delicious.
Neith, I saw a letter N carved in the ground earlier. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh,
Really?
I couldn't
Boy.
find anything or see anything. It was just a bunch of mist. So I thought I'd start, marking where I was. Maybe somebody would see it.
I take out another magic mushroom and then think really hard about cheese and wine and eat it and see if it tastes different.
Tastes like cheese and wine.
Fuck yeah, these are the best goddamn mushrooms ever. I'm so happy about these fucking mushrooms.
Yeah, so you have
pointless,
now
but I
learned
love 'em.
that the magic mushrooms will let you taste whatever you desire without saying exactly what you want to eat or drink. It'll just taste like your default favorite meal.
That fucking makes me so happy.
Congratulations.
So stupid and I love it.
It is. It's an absolutely stupid
fucking
little
love it.
magic item that fills you up and it tastes like whatever you want it to taste like.
Praise be to Bindi.
And Pan
Bindi,
is
you
like,
beautiful bitch.
so everything in this forest is meant to protect the hind, right?
Yes.
I probably think it wise that we all stay close together with the body of the hind. It sounds like the mist would be another trap. What did it feel like?
It was super cold, kind of like the underworld. I heard some things. It was kind of creepy.
And you guys can hear the wailing and the moaning? Like, not in your area, but in the mist around you. There's just this 10-foot circle of no mist that goes up about 50 feet, but then entirely around you is mist.
So we stay
Thick,
within
deep
10
mist
feet of the hind.
Of the hind. Yep.
I
Good
take.
job.
Can I have the compass back?
I hand it back to you.
What's the
Start
compass
spinning
do?
in circles.
Sweet. I give it back to Jelly. Is it still spinning with
It
Jelly?
stops spinning, and it points
All right, you
in
take
a direction.
Okay, I walk in I'm like, hey guys, the compass is pointing this way, and I walk in the direction.
Sweet. So you get, or I presume everyone's going to walk together.
That's the plan.
Yep.
I'm gonna follow Jelly for sure if the compass is working.
And
for
then
her.
you get to a T in the bramble maze, and the compass needle points to the right.
I this way, and I go to the right.
lead the way, Jelly. I love it.
So Jelsira can successfully lead you guys out of the bramble maze. I'm not going to go turn by turn because that's fucking stupid and a waste of time. And you guys have the hind in your possession, so you're not going to get attacked by any vines.
Sweet.
You're not going to get attacked by any creatures because you did not kill the hind because it is just incapacitated and still breathing.
Nice.
The forest still perceives the hind as active and alive. So it will be a relatively easy, smooth trip out of the bramble maze.
Awesome.
Oh.
Right,
Nice.
right,
Okay.
straight,
Okay.
right, straight, left, straight, right, bam! Out of the bramble
Cheat
maze.
codes.
Hey.
And you guys see a path that looks like one that was similar that got you into the bramble maze. However, you don't know if it's the same one because there are no footprints or disturbances in the ground for some reason.
It's the price you pay for being awesome, baby.
But it looks pretty similar.
Cool.
And then the compass just starts spinning again in circles.
I hand the compass back to you.
Still
Still
spinning.
spinning in circles.
Cool. I put it in the bag.
But Bendy did tell you exactly what the compass would do. Would get you to the center of the bramble maze.
Nice.
So you've exhausted the use of the compass because you're no longer in the bramble maze. Could have been a whole lot worse.
I'll put it in my bag.
Pan, do you remember where you put your lube?
Yes. On a path in the middle of the ground right by where the entrance was.
All right. So
But
let's.
with this thick-ass mist, I don't know if we're on the same path or not, or if this is a different path.
Well, let's just follow it and keep our eye on the ground, and so we don't step in the lube.
It sounds
I
good
mean,
to
you
me.
know, it wouldn't be terrible to step in the lube, but also gross.
Gross.
Icky.
I asked Cedric to. Actually, no, I asked Cedric to stay really close to me.
And Cedric says, that's a really good idea.
Like, yeah, Cedric, stay.
Last time I flew anywhere, I got attacked by the canopy.
Yeah, stay with me, please. Don't go anywhere.
All right. Let's take it nice and easy and walk down this path.
And you can.
Try not to step in lube.
It goes straight and keeps going straight and keeps going straight and keeps going straight. And you guys appear back. It appears like you came out of the bramble maze, but you're still on that path.
What did we do last time?
Weren't you were wearing? Wait, I have an idea. You were wearing deer piss the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
time, right?
Yeah.
What if I could polymorph into a dire wolf and try to pick up the scent? Maybe.
Maybe now we've walked around the path a whole bunch, and I'm still deer pissed up.
I think you'll probably just like smell him and me.
That's true.
She's covered in deer piss too.
I think you'd have to get more than 10 feet away, but that's not a good idea.
What to do? Let's see.
Because didn't we like enter the bramble maze through like, we used the compass
Yeah.
and then we walked just like through the bramble because I was trying to cut it and it just kept going. And then we realized we just had to like literally walk through it.
And then Pan puts the hind down on the ground and he says, Neath, give me one of your daggers.
I give him one of my blessed daggers, not Twisted or Fate, but one of my other ones I had.
And Pan goes to try and cut one of the antlers off of the hind's head. And the knife will not cut through, unfortunately. Well, shit. And he hands you back your blessed dagger. Let me see one of your other daggers.
Neath goes over and takes like one of the smaller antlers and she uses Fate to try to cut it off.
Nice. You get a nice clean cut and get one of the antlers off of its massive horn.
Like, I'm not going to give one of those to anybody. Not even Pan.
Let me see that
And I hand him the horn.
piece of horn that you cut off. Thank you. And then Pan chucks it down the path. And as the horn goes along the path, the mist breaks wide open. And the path looks clear, but it looks similar to the path that you took to get to the bramble maze. Nice. We'll just use bits of the hind to get our way out.
All right. Keep cutting.
And then
I mean, do we
Pan
need to keep
picks
cutting,
the
or
hind
can we just
back up.
walk to where we threw the
That's
other
what I was
piece and then
thinking.
just continue throwing the same
The
piece?
horn just grows back.
Oh, if it's going to go back, okay.
I don't know that.
No, you can see it. The horn
you
grows
didn't say
back
that.
you cut. Yeah, the horn grows back.
Oh,
And then Pan walks to where the horn piece was. It dissolves into brilliant sunlight into the ground. Pan puts the hind down, and he says, cut off another piece.
I mean, I don't think you need to put it down every time, right? I could just
I
keep cutting.
really don't want that dagger anywhere near my neck if it's all the same.
I mean, we both know that's not how I would kill you.
On
That's
purpose.
probably true. At least not on purpose. Nah, I'd much rather put it down. So he puts it down,
I roll my eyes.
and he says, cut like 4 or 5 off.
I cut 6 off
Sweet.
just for funsies.
And there are now 6 pieces of antler in your hands, and Pan takes one and chucks it. The mist breaks apart and opens, and he will do this 6 other times. And sure as shit, you guys, as you follow it, get to a hole in the ground with a bunch of lube in the hole in the ground.
Ah,
And each piece of antler, breaks up and dissipates into sunlight. And then Pan says, anybody know what time it is?
I check my watch.
You don't have a watch.
Weird.
what's this thing called a watch?
Watch.
What you do with your eyes
Yeah.
to see things, you watch it.
Duh.
How do you check that?
With your
Make
eyes.
sure your eyes are working. Perception rolls.
My eyes are working.
So, can we even tell what time it is now in this?
Not
this
without a
maze?
survival roll, you couldn't.
Can I make a survival roll?
You absolutely can.
I'm good at survival. I'm now proficient in it.
Ranger light.
Ooh, I rolled an 18, so
Plus your proficiency bonus at least, plus whatever the
plus
fuck your modifier
wisdom.
is.
So that's
yeah.
21, 26.
So you know that the door is going to open here in about 10 minutes.
Woo, we just made it. Look
Sweet.
at us. Right on
Nice.
time.
Let's hang out for a minute, huh?
And I'm looking around, making sure nothing's coming in through the maze.
Nothing, because the hind is still alive, just unconscious on your back. The forest isn't going to take any action against you guys.
Sweet.
Was a wise decision to just knock it unconscious and not just kill it.
I think it'd be best once this door opens that we just run through as quickly as possible. I have a feeling that if we try to take this hind out of the forest, it might try to do something. I don't know. Is there anything anybody can cast or something that would protect us, like a shield or something? I don't know. I don't know anything about
I
magic.
cast shield.
Not yet, you don't. Not for another 2 levels.
You know what I mean? I just feel like I don't know. This has been really easy, and that's got me nervous.
I am glad it's been really easy because I'm carrying this fucking thing on my
I'm
shoulders.
not saying I'm mad about it. I'm just saying we shouldn't let our guard down.
Sure, never.
And that we're not out until we are out.
All right.
Because we got probably 9 minutes left
Let's wait for the door to
till
open.
this door opens.
Does anybody have a deck of cards?
I've got my daggers out and I am ready for
You guys want to play tic-tac-toe in the ground?
No.
no.
Get fade out and draw some crisscrosses.
I'm not using fate to draw a tick. What is tic-tac-toe?
It's a game.
It's a game.
Oh, Lord.
We call it knots and aughts.
Where he's from.
X's and O's, knots and aughts.
Okay.
Aught being 0, the X being the knot.
I got
Yeah.
it.
Knots and aughts.
Yeah. Knots and knots. Okay.
It's a great game. You should play more.
Well, you know what? If we get out of this thing, you can teach me how to play.
Ah, shows you a game. Verbal contract.
So we're just standing there.
Are you going to do anything, Jelsira?
You have anything you can cast?
I'm afraid to cast anything. I was thinking move earth, and I could make the earth, all the ground around us raise up about 10 feet to create a barrier But
When you do this commune with nature thing, is there any, like, I know that it kind of impresses itself upon you, but you can like impress yourself upon it?
mm-mm.
Wow. Go Syra.
It just gives me knowledge of the
This
area.
is why I don't do magic, because you think it's helpful, but it's not.
I was thinking I could do.
I know.
I was
Yes.
thinking I could
To
do
the
a
next
wall
level.
of thorns to make a wall around us, but knowing this place, I don't know. I feel like that would turn against us.
I mean, it seems
Well,
like
I
if we could
think-
stand here and wait patiently, we'd be fine since we have the hind with us.
I think we should do that.
Yeah, but I still think something's going to happen if we try to take it out of the forest.
Well,
Because that way-
I know that we will just walk out of this door.
we'll cross that bridge
All
when we
right.
get there.
He still has her daggers out and like her back towards like Pan and the Hind, like towards, but like ready to walk backwards.
Dope.
I'm ready to polymorph into a T-Rex if I need to.
Any vines or anything come out to try to grab the hind to bring it back in, I'm ready.
All right. So you guys wait there for
I
10
might have
minutes.
thought more about this than the DM.
And then the earth begins to move a little bit and stones begin to stack one on top of the other as an archway is formed.
Sexy.
And then materializing downward from these stones are vines and bark that form into the shape of a door.
Go!
I go to open the door.
It opens.
I'm the best at opening doors. Let it be known.
Do it. Opening door.
Yeah, I know some other
Ari-
doors you had some trouble with.
Ari, the grand champion of the singles tournament of blood, can open doors.
Yeah, because your wife had a migraine that night.
Then Pan walks through with the hind because he's sick and fucking tired of this place.
I also
And-
go through the door.
Walks right out of the door with the hind on his shoulders.
Come on, Neith, let's go. And I go through the door.
No, I like dash out.
Yeah,
Once
there
the
you
hind's
go.
out,
That's a good
once the hind's
idea.
out, I just dash out.
Yeah, and as you guys walk out of the door with the hind, you can see what appears to be some sort of ethereal, skeletal, ghost-type creatures howl and moan and gnash at you guys and try to reach out and grab at you guys to pull you back into
Oh, no.
There were things.
the
Run!
royal hunting grounds. You don't have to run. Their reach doesn't go that far beyond the door. Like,
And he still runs.
they reach like a foot out of the door and their
There, he
hands
doesn't deal with
dissolve
this stuff, okay?
in the sunlight.
I infuse my fist with key and then give him like the old meh.
They can't interact with you guys beyond the entryway of the door because, as you guys noticed, there is the sun
lick my balls.
coming up over the horizon and birds are chirping. It's a beautiful morning.
Get fucked, wraiths.
Are we seeing any portals open?
Nope, not yet. But you can smell food from the barbarians' encampment.
Ooh.
Oh fuck yeah.
I just start floating towards the food like in those cartoons.
Let's not get too close to the barbarians with this thing. They'll try to eat it.
Hmm.
And Pan starts to walk towards the barbarian guild hall, and he gets about 5-10 feet away from the doorway, and then opens from the ground up a blazing, beautiful doorway. On the other side of the doorway, you can see the altar of the 12 gods.
Ah,
Oh,
thank
here we
God.
go. Okay.
Sweet. Let's go through.
Neith walks through before Ari.
Ah, nice.
Josiah walks through.
I follow through. Pan, come on.
And then Pan walks through. And as you exit through the portal to the altar of the 12 gods,
Nailed it.
you see Poseidon sitting on the altar,
Sup, dog?
Hey, Poseidon.
and he smiles and looks up at everybody, and he says, "Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. I'm proud of all of you. And you lived."
Excellent. Yeah, thank you.
I mean, was there any doubt?
Yes.
Yeah, tons. What are you? We're us.
I remember one time somebody fell in a hole in a bear cave that you had created. So, yes, I had my doubts.
Yep.
I mean, we've learned things since then.
Your
We've
doubts are well
grown as
founded.
people, okay?
And then Poseidon gets off of the altar and walks over to Pan and picks the hind up by one of its antlers and pulls it off of his shoulder and tosses it nonchalantly to a stone pillar. And much like other ones, the stone pillar no longer looks just like stone. It polishes, and the stone pillar itself, the center column portion, turns into this almost transparent, translucent aquamarine blue color. It looks like there is ocean swirling inside the center column of the pillar. The top of the pillar and the bottom of the pillar are outlined in gold, just like all the other ones, but this is thematic to Poseidon. So the pillars are getting to be pretty brightly colored. They're beginning to look pretty fucking awesome, actually.
Nice.
And the body of the hind lays over the top of the pillar. And then little goat Pan walks out from behind the back of the pillar, just materializes out of the thin air.
Of course.
You didn't see him, at the altar or walk. He just materializes out of thin air and pulls out the magic scroll, as he does.
Oh, yeah.
And begins writing about your guys' adventure in the royal hunting grounds. There is just words. 4 brave demigods walked into the royal hunting grounds, captured the elusive Cernian hind, and then on the pillar carved is pictures of your battles with some dire wolves and some birds.
Yes, sir.
And there are demonic-looking ghosts swirling around you guys. There's no mist carved into the pillar. It looks like it could have been bad news had the hind not been captured and killed. Could have been really bad news.
Mm-hmm.
And
But it's all good news now.
Yeah.
The best news.
Pan says, "Congratulations. I look forward to chronicling your next task." And Poseidon says, "Well done. I'm proud of you." And
Thank you.
there is a swirling puddle of water that appears on the ground in front of the pillar. Up jets a vicious geyser of water, then settles and looks like a table. And then 4 goblets rise from the table. The goblets look like they're made of water. And inside the goblets is something you all are super familiar with. It's ambrosia. And
I need
Poseidon
that.
says, "Let's drink to your victory."
Let's.
And Pan goes and grabs some and drinks it.
I also go and grab
Benefits of full rest, no longer hungry, no longer thirsty.
one. I grab and drink.
Neat takes one.
Yeah.
Jelly takes one.
And Poseidon smiles and says to you 4, "I look forward to sitting with you on Olympus one day." And then just kind of polymorphs into a standing column of water that gravity then takes hold of and splashes into the ground as water goes outwards towards your guys' feet. It smells like the sea, and you can see sea foam in it, but it's nice and comfortable to the touch. It's like 75 degrees. It's nice, warm, like perfect ocean water.
I kind of wade in it a little bit.
You absolutely
I can
can.
take my boots off and just kind of wade.
I clap. Good show. Good show.
And then Goat God Pan looks at you guys and says, "I imagine you'll be getting a visit from Demeter soon
Sweet.
for your next task.
Should we wait here or
You wait wherever you want."
they'll just come when they come?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And the portal is still open. On the other side, you can see the rolling fields that lead to the barbarian encampment with the mountains in the background.
You guys want to take a quick detour to Kronos' place?
Yeah, let's go for
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's been a while. I miss him.
Sweet. Do you remember which way is Kronos' place?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go that way. Pan, you want to come with?
I would love to.
Sweet.
Nice.
We can meet Kronos.
Just like old times.
He's wild.
And
It's like just a fun old man.
Pan starts to walk away from the altar of the 12 gods, and then looks like he hits a silver, shiny wall, and he's just stopped dead in his tracks.
Oh, no.
He's not able to advance further down the hill.
Pan, why are you stopping?
I can't get beyond this point for some reason. He bangs on a thump, 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 hollow thumping sound.
I tried
White.
to walk past him.
You walk right past him, no problem.
I tried to
And
put.
he starts laughing at me.
I knock where Pan's knocking. I'm like, why is it not?
There's nothing there.
Like, what's
You're
going
knocking
on?
on thin air.
Oh, I wonder if.
Pan's not allowed to go.
You have a portal here, right?
Mm-hmm.
To the altar.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And then there is a large thunder clap in the air. Beautiful white strike of lightning hits directly on the altar. And there is a loud breathing that crackles with lightning and thunder in the air. You can feel the static electricity in the air. And then you hear a large, low grumble that breathes. And then Pan sighs, and he turns around, and then he gets on one knee. And then he says, "To what do I owe the pleasure, Bahamut?" And Bahamut, in his mighty dragon form, walks over to Pan and says, "You've exhausted your visit here to this realm. It's time for you to come home."
I look at Bahamut and say, "Can I give my buddy a hug?"
Absolutely.
Oh,
but
okay.
he is coming back with me.
Okay. Well, I go to give Pan a big hug since I know he's leaving.
And you being a dragonborn, every time that Bahamut talks, it resonates through your bones and your blood. You can feel the power and the electricity coursing through your veins.
But it feels good, right?
Yeah, it's like, you know how when you hit your funny bone and your body tingles,
Yeah.
and it's like, ah, ha, ha, ha. You feel that. You feel that in your blood, in your bones. So it's like
It's
just a
usually not
constant
what I
tingling.
say when I hit my funny bone, but
Like, it's not uncomfortable, it's not unpleasant, but you just feel the power of this dragon god due to being part dragon yourself.
I'm like, hi, Bahamut.
And then Bahamut bows his head to you. Not
Oh.
all the way, but just a little bit. Just to show a little deference. I mean, he's never going to bow deeply to you. He's a god. You're a halfling.
I'm like, hey, Bahamut, you're the god of my friend Pan.
Yes, I have been for quite some time.
He was, just so you know, he was really helpful to us on our last task.
I know.
So, also, do you want some baklava?
I
No.
love Ghost
Oh,
Pirates
okay.
so much.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, I was the baklava is getting ready to hand you. I just start eating it myself.
You're like, okay.
I say, "Hey, Karga, have you met Bahamut?"
And then Karga is, you can feel him shaking and cowering under your hood.
Oh.
You can presume that the same feeling that you're feeling, Karga is feeling it by at least tenfold because he's a little dragon, little baby dragon. So the power that he's feeling,
Toddler dragon by this point.
yeah, the power that he's feeling is oppressive and intimidating. But he has no interest in looking at this dragon god.
Fair enough. I give him some jerky.
He doesn't reach out for
Oh,
it.
all right. Well, I just
Hey,
toss in hood.
Bahamut, if you met Ares, I feel like you guys would be good friends if you knew it. If you're not already friends.
We are
Oh, okay, cool.
just the best of friends.
Oh, I love that. Ares is my god.
He's a good one.
Hey-
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Bahamut, do you have any? I don't want this to be like a bad question or anything, but do you have any dragon's blood wine?
Do you need some?
I would like some. I've got a friend in Aspasia that would love some, and I would love to acquire some somehow.
And then Bahamut looks at you, and he looks at Pan, Halcyon, not Pan Goat God, and he looks at you, and he just shakes his head no.
Okay, fair enough. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
And then Pan looks up at Bahamut, and he says, "Could you please gift my friend some dragon's blood wine?" And Bahamut, in his infinite wisdom, says, "Yes, because of your outreach and spreading my name far and wide across these lands, as well as our lands, I will gift you one bottle of dragon's blood wine." And he breathes and exhales white crackling lightning over Pan. And there at his feet is a round, it's got a skinny neck and then a round, large, bulbous bottom.
Nice.
And up the neck of the bottle is silver thread that sparkles and shimmers with out sunlight. It's just mystically sparkling and shivering. And the cap is a head of Bahamut with its mouth wide open, with its tongue sticking out and big, huge fucking fangs for a little bottle topper. And Pan picks it up and he walks it over to you. And he embraces you.
Oh, yeah, that's the good stuff.
And he steps back and gives you the bottle of wine.
Thank you, friend.
And as he gives you the bottle of wine, you guys hear a loud whoosh in the air. And you've seen this before. Bahamut engulfs Pan in his mouth. And another loud crack of thunder as there are 4 or 5 bolts of lightning mark and burn into the ground what looks like the head of Bahamut in ash on the ground. And it's burned permanently into the ground.
Cool.
And Pan is gone. Oh, Pan is gone.
Bye, Pan.
There he goes.
This whole time,
We've loved you.
Neath has like just continued walking.
Nothing has stopped you. Yeah, only Pan was stopped. Pan has to go. His time on
She
this
didn't
adventure
watch
is
any
done.
of that. She didn't. She even waved. She just continued walking towards Cronus's place.
Okay,
So
well,
it's just the threesies of you now.
I'm going to head towards Kronos's.
Well, I'm grateful for the time we had with Pan.
Yep.
It would be faster to get to Kronos's with your horses. BT dubs.
Well, we could go back to.
I thought Cronus's wasn't that far from the altar.
It would be quicker with your horses.
We could go back to Aspasia and get our horses.
Yeah, I guess
we
we can
want.
come back to the altar whenever with your portal, right?
Or we could turn into clouds. Or I could turn us all into dire wolves and we can run there.
Yeah, so maybe we should go back to Aspasia first. I do want to check in on Electo.
Yeah,
See how she's
it would be
doing.
good to.
Maybe make a portal at Kronos's if he's cool with it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Perry.
Okay. I got this dragon's blood wine to share with Bindi.
Also, I've got to make sure there's no trouble happening in Aspasia.
Bottle feels chilled.
Nice.
It doesn't get any warmer the longer you hold on to it.
Of course. Beautiful god
How far away is Neath from us?
I don't know.
Okay.
She walked. Pan was there for probably a minute. She's probably about 100 feet away from you guys.
Neat.
I yell at her.
Change
I
of
yell towards
plans.
her. Neath.
What?
We're gonna go back to Aspasia. It'll be faster if we take our horses.
Oh, gods. She turns around and walks back.
Oh, shit. She said, oh, gods. She's acknowledging that there are multiple gods, y'all.
Ah.
It's character growth for Neath.
Okay.
Actually,
then
it's
she
just
did-
more character growth for Deborah playing Neath because I keep meaning to say gods and then I don't.
Okay, so do we care about this portal back to the barbarian place? Should we go through that one then and then head back to Aspasia that way? Or do you want to head back just straight to Bindi's?
Let's just go back to Bindi's.
Make an insight roll, Matt.
21.
You know the portal will get you directly to Bindi's. Up the way and across the road is to the stables to get to your horses. You know the portal will stay there until you go back through it. You know that with your horses from the barbarians' camp just outside of Aspasia, it's not that far to Kronos' farm.
Oh, okay.
That was the last major stopping point before you got to Aspasia,
Cool.
as opposed to going to halfway to Aspasia with your horses to get to Kronos' farm.
Cool. So we should go back to Bindi's and then go get our horses and then come back
Okay.
and then end out to the barbarian's place and then go on horse to Kronos's.
Yeah, that sounds good. Cornus
It's going to be the quickest way.
had good food, so I just want to get there as fast as we
It does
can.
have good food. I mean, it won't be of any benefit to you guys because you haven't died since then, but it was really good food.
I prefer to eat real food, yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Let's do
I
it.
don't
The
need
mushrooms are real food.
That's right.
Deborah.
Super real food.
Okay, so we want to go to Bendy's then. Is there a tree nearby?
There are plenty of trees around.
Okay,
You
so,
just have to go just off the path of the altar of the 12 gods.
so I start walking towards the nearest tree that I see,
Follow Jelly.
getting my spell ready.
He isn't there. Never mind.
The transport via plants, and I'm whispering the incantations, and I'm making the movements with my hands, and to get it ready as soon as I touch the tree to create the portal.
And then yeah, or jutsu. And then the tree looks like it begins to twist and bend and enlargen. And the bark of the tree begins to open up like a door. And as the bark opens up, a swirling green portal begins to come out towards you and then explodes. Oh, not explodes, but like it burst open. You don't feel anything from it, but your portal is there.
And I just continue walking.
Ouch.
Like I don't
Fuck.
like I don't even stop, like with the same speed as I'm walking towards the tree, as I'm casting my spell, I just keep walking through the portal.
Nice. So you want to time it as soon as the portal's open. You want to walk right through.
Yep,
Dope.
exactly.
That's so good.
I follow Jelly through the
That's so good. And you get through the portal and you're there at the old oak tree right at Bindy's.
Sweet.
You were there. You come out the portal. You were there at the old oak tree right at Bindy's.
I just had a weird thought. Where's the hind? Oh wait, no, we already.
Poseidon.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Poseidon
Poseidon
didn't
took
lift
it.
it
Threw it
up.
on a
Right,
portal.
okay.
It's a whole thing. Or on the column.
I talked to the tree
Column?
at Benny's. I'm like,
Pillar. That was the word. I knew it started with a P, and I was like, column doesn't start with a P. What word am I looking for?
I talked to the tree at Benny's. I'm like, hey, tree, we got the hind.
You caught the hind?
Mm-hmm.
That is impressive work.
Yeah, we're pretty awesome. So.
You're doing this telepathically?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. While she's doing that, I go check the back door of Bendy's to see if it's open.
One other person has caught the hind.
Do you know who that person is?
No.
Oh.
Ari Futan.
All right. Well, I'm glad to see you again, and I'm sure we'll see each other again pretty soon.
I'll be here. Stuck in this spot.
Well, with that attitude.
I kind of pat the tree a little bit, and then I walk into Bendy's shop.
And as you pat the tree, one of the branches bends down and pats you too.
Aw.
Oh.
Aw.
We're not hearing this conversation. We're just seeing some tree love happening.
Yeah,
Aw.
to you guys, it looks like there's a breeze that blows through the alleyway that bends one of the branches down in her direction. You know the tree was actively reaching out to pat you.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's mystical, magical. There's
So-
no back door to Bindy's that you can see.
Did it disappear? Didn't we come through a door in the back to get to the magic mushrooms in the tree
Yeah.
and shit?
But there's no back door that you can see.
Magic Bendy bullshit. Okay, so I go feeling around the back of the place to see if there's like a magic door to go through.
No, it feels like solid wall.
All right, so I go around to the front and see if the door is locked.
It is.
I knock on the door and say, "Dragon's blood wine."
There's no answer.
Your loss. Another time, maybe.
It is super early in the morning, like sunrise.
That's fair.
There's not a lot of noise going on in the city. People are probably still asleep. If it's just sunrise during this season, it's probably 6:45-ish in the morning.
6:47, maybe.
6:47, somewhere around there.
I'm like, early morning. Seems like it's time for crime. And I'm like,
She got her dinner plate badge.
and I'm like, hey, Cedric, if you don't mind, can you fly around a little bit and make sure you don't see anything unusual or bad happening or any crimes happening? 'Cause Constable Jelly's got to keep an eye on things.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thanks. Also, if you want to get some breakfast while you're at it,
I planned on it.
have at it. Have some fun.
Go eat some more of those butterflies.
Yep.
And he jumps off your shoulder and shoots into the air, flying towards the mayoral estate. Doesn't seem like he's going to be doing a whole lot of looking for crime. But you have a feeling, yes, he is going to go to the butterfly gardens to get some more butterflies.
You all want to go get our horses?
Sure.
Just go mount up? Okay, Ari flies off towards the horses.
You get to the stables.
I go into the stables. Is there like a person?
Stable hand. Yep.
Stable. Hey, stable hand.
Stable boy is there. And he's in the process of actually brushing your horse.
Aw, good job, bud. Thanks for taking such great care of our horses.
Yeah, well, Eris threatened us with death if we didn't.
Oh, well, she's a nice lady.
She is. She is.
I'm running towards the
She would definitely kill you.
stables. I'm like, oh, all right, what?
I fly,
Could have picked her up and flown with her.
I fly slower than I walk.
She moves at 30 feet.
Well, I mean, what am I at, 40? So I fly at like 20?
I don't know.
I think
don't
I
know
fly
what
at
you
20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's nice and slow, but
Oh, okay. Well, you get there about the same time he does, only you're just panting
How do
out
you
of breath.
fly slower than you walk?
I don't know. It's just part of the feat.
But
Weird.
you get there at about the same time because you had to run through alleyways and buildings. He could just, as the crow flies, get to the stable.
While I'm here, I cast Speak with Animals, so I can talk to Lucy.
Daughter of the Devil.
What a great show.
Great show.
Deserved more. Deserved more.
And I'm like, hey, Lucy, how do they treat you here?
Magically.
Oh, good. Okay.
I get to eat carrots and apples and oats every day.
What?
I had a salt lick that was always fresh every day.
Wow. Is the stable master here?
Somewhere. Have you seen this salt lick?
Mm-mm.
Would you like some of this salt lick?
Maybe later.
Would you like some apples? I've got a bunch of them.
Oh.
The oats are great. Would you like some oats? What about carrots?
Oh, I'm getting pretty hungry. I don't know. I don't want to spoil my appetite for when we get to Kronos, because we're going to go to Kronos' farm.
We need to buy some food for our horses if we're going to take them out of here.
You're right. Maybe let's keep that food so that way we can use it to feed you for the journey ahead of us.
We're leaving?
Yeah, if we're going to go to Kronos' farm. Do you remember Kronos' farm?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to go, I guess you don't have to. But
I mean, we can go.
okay.
Won't be happy about it, but we can go. She really likes it here. She's been very well taken care of.
I kind of pat her mane
She
a
leans
little bit
into it.
and kind of like pat
She
her
doesn't
a
have her
little bit.
armor or anything on, so she's really enjoyed not being saddled and armored and being pampered like a fucking My Little Pony.
You know what? I don't think you need to wear any armor when we go to Kronos'. I think you'll be just fine.
Oh, okay. But what if I want to match you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, if you want to, then
Yeah.
okay. Well, in that case, we'll be armor buddies.
And then she licks you on your cheek.
No, I lean into it.
Does the stable hand have a name?
Yes.
Hey, stable hand, what's your name?
My name is Marcus.
Hey, Marcus. Can you help me get the armor back on Anos?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
And he goes to start gathering Anos' armor. And he struggles a little bit because it is heavy armor.
I
Anos is a
help.
big-ass draft horse, bred for war and fighting. And he thanks you as you help. And then you can feel Anos tense up and tighten his muscles to prepare for the weight of the armor.
Oh, yeah.
But he doesn't seem bothered by it. You
He's a
can
good
feel
horsey.
him shake and get a little excited because he knows he's going to get to go out and run.
Oh, yeah.
And not be stuck in this fucking stable any longer because it is too small for him.
Hey, Marcus, can you help me put Lucy's armor on?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then he wipes the sweat off of his forehead after he gets Anos' saddle and armor on. And you can hear him sigh, like, excitedly, like, oh, this armor is much lighter. So he's able to get her armored and saddled up for you. No problems.
Nice. Hey, where's Neve? Is he? I look around.
I've just been following you guys.
Oh,
I just
okay.
followed you.
She's right there behind you guys.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
gonna-
Oh, hey, Neve.
Are you going to get your
Hi, Gelsira.
horse or...
Yeah, I mean, you guys are doing all your things, so I'm waiting for you guys to do your things.
Nailed it.
All of their things are done.
All their things are done, so I'm just doing the same thing. Where
Excellent.
except
Everybody.
instead of asking for help, I put my
just
own
do it?
horse's armor on.
Nice.
Hey, Marcus.
I don't trust anybody.
Yes.
Where can we get some feed and stuff for the horses? Can you
Right
put-
here.
Oh, okay. I would like to acquire some feed for my horse at least.
And he just brings out the oat bag that was in Anos' stable, and he pulls the salt lick off of the wall, and he gets the bag of apples and the bag of carrots, and he says, here you go.
Cool. I like strap that to Anos if I
He's
can.
got a saddlebag.
Just throw that in the saddlebag. So we've got some food for old boy.
Yep.
Do I
Or
like
girl, I
see
can't remember.
my horse's stuff?
Yeah.
Like the same, I just grab on
Their
all, yeah.
genitals. Marcus, you've been a big help. Here's 3 gold.
Oh, you don't have to pay me.
I want to, though.
Don't. Okay.
It could be our secret if you want. I don't care.
Then he takes it and he puts it in his pocket and he says, "It's a good secret."
You've been wonderful. I can see you've clearly taken very good care of
They
Amos.
have been. They look as good as they were brand new when you guys got them.
I give Anos a pat on the head. Just
He leans into it. I guess, yeah, he would lean into the pat on the head.
Do I know which way I had to get out? To
Yes,
head towards-
through either the left or the right, the big ass entrance
I'm gonna kill
into
you.
the stables.
Okay. You know what I mean.
Directly across is more smaller
Yes,
stables
ma'am.
that have other horses, but then left and right is a straight
I-
through fair right out.
I lead my horse out before mounting it outside the
and
stable.
we're trying to get out towards the barbarians because that's the way to get to Kronos's, or
No, you can
Other
go
way?
out of Aspasia. Yeah, south out of Aspasia.
south out of space. Okay.
I head south.
I do too, and I telepathically ask Cedric. I'm like, hey, Cedric, just so you know, we're leaving Aspasia right now.
Okay, where are you going?
We're going to Kronos's.
I'll catch up.
Okay.
And you hear munching, like wet gooey munching in your head telepathically.
Nice.
You were interrupting his dinner,
Breakfast.
breakfast.
All right.
whatever.
Well, have
I
fun,
hop
have
on
fun
Anos.
Cedric.
Nice.
Head
And
south.
Anos like
This is early, right? So yeah, it'd be dinner.
arches up
him.
into
He's
you
an
to
owl.
prepare for your weight along with the weight of the saddle and his armor, but he carries that weight well.
He's into it.
And he like gets a little excited and goes to rear up because he loves that he's going to get out to run. He's all about that life.
I love it.
He loves it too.
All right.
Man, I feel sorry for your guys' horses.
My.
They didn't get food for their horses like you did.
I thought I grabbed my feed bag and stuff.
You grabbed your armor and the saddle.
No, and I said like because he had just gotten his salt lick and feed bag, and
Yep.
so I was like, oh,
He
I
asked-
grabbed their stuff too. That was what I was trying to convey when I said I
Oh.
grabbed their stuff too. It's like, oh, look, feed bag saddle, like feed bag salt
Oh,
lick.
okay.
I like grabbed the same thing for my horse
Oh, gotcha.
because I saw him getting it, but instead of letting other people get it for me, I got it myself.
Oh, okay. You should convey that next time.
Yeah, definitely.
No, what you want me to do is be more explicit in what I'm doing.
Yeah, with conveyance.
Yeah.
Through the words.
Convey.
Conveying through the words.
On a conveyor.
But-
I already
I get
got
it.
in my armor, like already gotten that.
I get
stuff.
it.
Got
Good.
it.
All right.
Okay. Well, my horse has feed. I don't know about you, Cyrus.
We can just presume that everybody got the apples and oats and carrots and salt lick for their horses and put them in the saddle.
Yeah,
bag.
because I conveyed it too when I was like, no, let's save that for the trip.
That's clearly what that meant.
I was explicit in that I want to make sure I have
you
food
people.
for my horse
I'm
because
just
I
trying
don't
to
need
get
food
us
anymore.
moving. I'm trying to get you back to Electo.
And you guys start riding south out of Aspasia?
I feel like you need an Electo montage. I had a nice training montage. I already need something.
Sweet. Excellent. You guys start heading south out of Aspasia, make
Yes.
your way towards Kronos' farm. Fucking A. And that'll do us for this episode of Some Would Play. Please listen next week as the party does something somewhere with peoples. Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Some Would Play, a production of the Outsanity Network. Join us again next week as the story continues. Find us online at www.somewouldplay.com and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Some Would Play. Deborah is at Sanyataki. Rico is at R1C0. Daphne is at Dafterthought, and I am Psychedelic M. If you enjoy the show, please tell your friends and share it with others. And remember, in real life, you needn't roll for initiative, so just seize it.